My name is Lise Perrier, and today I'm gonna show you how I edit this image with some of Jessica Drosin products. Um, I use her products a lot since I do a lot of composites and try to get some kind creative uh, edits. So I really love her products, and I'm going to show you some of the products I use usually on my edits. So this is the image directly from Camera Raw. I always start here, so what I did here is just load the highlights, add a little shadow. I'm going to underexposure exposure more because I want to see more details. I'm going to add more whites, and then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to go by color HSL, and I'm gonna go to saturation, and I'm going to go to my greens and lower a little bit of greens, and hue I'm going to go I'm going to make the flowers more orange than yellow, so I'm going to slide this yellow on minus 64, and then I'm going to go to luminance and add more light in her face with this orange. I'm going to turn the volume up here, and then I'm going to add a little more light in the yellows as well, and I'm going to get less blue so I can have more details in her clothes. And then I'm going to go up here on split toning, and in the highlights I'm gonna go to the orange. I'm gonna add a little bit of orange and hue in the shadows. But again, I'm gonna go to the orange as well, and then I'm going to just open the image. So now I'm going to straighten this a little bit because it's kind of not right. I'm gonna click Content Award, and I'm going to duplicate my background, and I'm going just to move to straighten it up. And what this is doing is just copy part of the background that I'm moving and fill it. So probably over there, click Content Award, and I click OK. It's taking a little while. I don't know why. Usually it's fast, but I need to clean my computer. Has so many pictures here. Um, let's wait for this, and then we're gonna start adding the sky. I'm gonna add overlays, and so this is good. You see before and after. You just fill those areas, and then I'm gonna flat. So I'm just gonna go by my libraries that I have all my um, PNGs and all organized when I work in Photoshop. So I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna find Jessica Skies Inspired Cloud GD. So she have very pretty colors of skies and textures of the clouds, and really love this one to add some kind of different sky when the sky is just plain like this one. And I want to add something more like colorful and cloudy. I mean, more clouds around. Probably this one. I'm gonna just drag it here. I'm gonna place this here in the top. I'm gonna go to edit and I'm gonna go transform and I'm going to do perspective. I'm gonna just add a little perspective here. And double click. So now I'm gonna go back here and in the background I'm gonna get a mask and I'm gonna go to Guardian tool and I'm gonna make sure I am in transparency. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a line. I'm gonna start like dissolving in gradually the sky. And I'm going to just go with a brush with my black brush. I'm going to erase here. I'm gonna load opacity and dissolve a little here. Then I'm gonna click here in the not in the mask, in the layer, and I'm gonna go filter, blur, Gaussian blur. I'm gonna blur a little bit. Um, Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use, she have with the skies action that make you all the effects that you need. I'm just not sure if I have it here. Uh, so they're right here, and I want to do um, so she have these action that are included in many of her skies, and they're very helpful. So we're just gonna warm the sky. I'm gonna load opacity a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna flat. Now I'm going to do is I would like to blur a little more the background, so I'm gonna duplicate this, and for that I going to duplicate my background and I'm gonna go filter, I'm gonna go to blur, and I'm gonna go to lens blur. And from here I'm going to go to the blur focal distance. And try to add a little more of blur in the background. Click OK. And I just want to create a mask and bring back hair 100%, just this area over here. Okay. Now I'm going to go to libraries again, and I'm going to go by the butterflies. The number 2, this is a new one that she have, like you see that she have so many different, so I would like to drag this one. I'm gonna resize this. All around the size. And then I'm gonna add another one. But I'm gonna create a mask and I'm going to erase some of them. And as well, you have the action that you can blur them or change the tones, like more warm or cold. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rasterize this one. I'm going to convert it to a smart subject, and I'm going to put this together, these two groups together, and I'm going to convert these two in a smart subject so it's become one, so I can know they can not together, not separate anymore. And I do this because I don't like to have so many layers in the top. I always flat, flat, flat. So I have one only here. And then you can go back and see the action. I think I see it here. Okay, right here. So here you have the GD butterfly overlay action that is included with the overlays, and you can change to, for example, cool tones, warm tones. I'm probably going to blur the butterflies a little bit, so I'm gonna click that, and then you're gonna see an action here, and just continue, and it's gonna blur the whole thing, but it's too much, so I'm gonna go back here, and I'm gonna go slightly. Yeah. And you can do that. You can do many things here if you want to change it. I'm going probably go to the cool tones. Yeah, so make more, see, much better. And you can change the rotation. I mean, you can do a lot of things with the actions, and they are very, very good. So I would like to have this on focus because they are close to her, and this one's a little blur because it's more in the back, so it looks more real. And then what I'm going to do is go back to my library, and I'm gonna go to the textures, and for this one I'm going to choose um, probably let's try the Painterly. So I'm going to add one texture here. I'm just gonna drag, and then these ones also have action set that you can use and change everything. I'm going to place in the whole picture, and I'm going to change the mode to soft light. You can change depending on what are you doing, but I usually leave in soft light when I do outdoors, and I go into low opacity. I'm gonna create a mask, and I'm going to erase the texture on her. And this is easy because it's just, you know, you don't need to select the whole subject. I just need to do this because I saw the texture. I low opacity, so didn't gonna we don't gonna see that much the difference as you see with closer. Um, I like to add to uh, this is where I have all my stuff, textures. Yeah, this is I think beautiful word textures, and I'm going to add this one. And this one make very nice effect with light, and I like this one, so I'm going to place this in the middle and fill it. Double click. I'm gonna oops. I'm going to change this to you can do soft light, you can do overlay, hard light. I'm gonna click soft light again. I'm going to crop this a little more. And then I'm going to flat. I think I'm gonna resize this, that's why it's giving me it's a little big file. Okay. I'm gonna crop. And I'm probably going to change a little more with selective color, a little more the tones here. I like that. I don't like that much too much yellow. And I'm gonna go to color balance. I'm gonna go to my highlights. I'm gonna add more cyan. I'll add yellow. Probably a little tad of magenta. And I'm going just to go and add on curve. I'm gonna make a little vignette here. I'm gonna put down my midtones. I'm gonna be up here. Just playing with the curves. And with my black brush, I'm gonna bring back the light in the middle. I'm gonna lower the opacity a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna flat again, and I'm going to oversharp with um, duplicate. I'm gonna go soft light, filter, other, and high pass. I'm just gonna add the whole um, sharp, the whole image here. I will see before and after, and we are done here. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this help you out and um, get hair products that are amazing and you will not regret. Okay, see you next time.